start walking home. I get a range video of myself walking first. Put this stuff on. Put this in. Outfit of the day. So today when I'm not having a harness, the way that I film is I hold the phone in here like this. And then where I'm turning my body, I film it. Okay. I get going. Well, the mic was muted because I was talking about. I didn't know I was muted. That's happened a few times where I accidentally clicked the mute button. But I was talking about how paradoxically, it's like taking off clothes can protect from catching a cold. Give an example. Being inside a supermarket, it's like I'm dressed enough to wear. Like, let's use a more extreme example. In the winter, Swedish winter, paradoxically, you can protect yourself from catching a cold by taking off clothes sometimes. So if you're outside in the Swedish winter, let's say, and it's cold, and you're dressed well enough to stay warm, being static, kind of sitting on a park bench in the winter, you're dressed warm enough to stay warm, just sitting still. Now, if you start exercising or working, and you break a sweat, and then your clothes get wet from the sweat, it leads to rapid cooling of your body because the moisture with the cold can rapidly cool your body. So anyway, I'm gonna go over here. Speak of parks and benches. And I was muted again. Let's do this over. I trained hard enough earlier today to catch a cold. I'll talk about how one of the effects of training hard, it's a beautiful bird, is it can compromise your immune system. So basically, if you train too hard, you can actually catch a cold while training. That's happened to me a few times. Let's not use the training, these other variables played into it. But that's how you know train too hard. Train hard enough to catch a cold and start coughing and come up with a cold mid-training. Beautiful pigeons. There seems to be beautiful bird area here. Switch to back cam for crispy footage. Crew, 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 crew. Crew, 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 crew. I don't know if you moved or not. Here we are. This is the old train station. They have old trains, like museum trains. Old trains parked over there. They have a railway museum somewhere around here. And this is where I went to the dentist the other day. This is the old train station. Over there is restaurant long that direction. Asian buffet restaurant where I ate the other day. Live on YouTube in IRL stream. And in another live stream I went here to go to the dentist less than a week ago. There's not a IRL stream when you're going to the dentist. There's not a IRL stream when you're going to the restaurant over there. That direction. Over there is Coop, that direction. Supermarket. There he was. Crew, 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 crew. You're a beautiful bird. Oh, thou fowl of the air. You might have before black. Guys. the scriptures and all this. The Pulp Fiction movie. You might have felt like the Pulp Fiction movie. You might have had up that before. It's like some guy comes up to the scripture. It's like, oh hell no, not today. I'm being facetious. It might be the first time. God created all the full-footed beast equipping things. Files are there. After that kind. And after creating everything, the God created, he saw that it was good. Cool. More calls. Yeah. Magpie, no crow. There's a magpie. It's 1847. Yeah. Put it here in the middle. There are no cars to drive into it and no bicycle. Like actually waiting to happen, a small little walk. Yeah. This is Buddha Boy. Well, that's a shipping container. But this is Buddha Boy, which is like an event center. It's a place where they have an escape room, and it's like this type of place where some school classes or something, or adults like buy tickets, and they have. I've never been in there to my memory, but they have like an escape room and whatever else they have there. So on this place where I think school classes might go to for a day trip, like a fun experience more or less. That's a long ass license plate. It's not each all five SS. These special must be German. Yeah. Almost home. Smells really bad. No, I'm allergic to smell trash. The perfume. I'm not allergic to smell trash. Budgies, I'm home. Yeah. And I bought for you. Budgie seed mix. Yeah. It's me, Heathcliff. I come home now. So cold. Still running. Got to turn that off. Yeah. You know. Let's turn off this live stream. Well, actually, this one I can keep going for a while. I gotta start with my stand-up post-home coming up with procedures pretty soon. First order of business will be to put the cooling stuff in the cooler. Get some airflow going. Here too. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. The weather outside is delightful. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh God. Oh, you know, it's me, Cassie, out in the wily, windy Moses. I want to have it. I want to grab your soul. Ooh, you know, it's me, Budgie. Hello, guys. Beautiful birds. Here's the seed holder. I fill it up before leaving today. I bought a seed for you. Seed mix. Eating seed is a pastime activity. Toxicity. Facility. Get a clip for you guys. Oh, you were in the same spot. Want to make it hard for me? Why don't you hop on over to the left there? Come on. Yeah, good job. Here you go. Can get a clip of both of you. Don't spook. No star response required. Here you go. Beautiful birds. B1 and B2. Yeah. No flash. Okay. Very slow, very slow, very slow. This I emptied before. I could just dump the top layer at least. Okay. One time I almost lost my mind, which indicates that I didn't lose it before. Okay, so I almost lost it. So, meaning I got really mad. It's like I had all the things that are all in prepping to go outside. It's like started live stream, started this video recording, get dressed, and like it's a big party when I'm gonna go outside typically. But like there's a lot of things, stand-up procedures. Not like if I feel like there's like rules for myself. System going. I don't leave my house and I see it's like lagging. I don't know what it. Let's put on the Wi-Fi, home Wi-Fi, see if it improves. This is really annoying. Turn on the home Wi-Fi. Yeah, so I was one of the things I was heading for the adult beverage store, and that was the main reason I went outside to buy a bottle of proof liquid. So okay, so and that was the main reason. And it's a big deal to go outside. There's a lot of things. Not if I feel like it, but have to. I don't leave my house without a license go. I don't leave my house without a backup to license go. I need to dress up. I need to wear this, and that. There's a lot of things that are involved to go outside. And then it's like I left in time, but I spent too much time. I was going to the liquor, and it closes at 1800 hours. And then I went to the corner store to do a live matrix system decode and show the hidden pay-per-view truth, like the kind of daily movie was like decoding things in the corner store. And I spent too much time doing that. So it's like when I left and I'm walking downtown to the liquor store, I see a guy who I know works in the liquor store. Okay, which I go like him walk. It's like, oh, they've closed, and this guy is like walking home from the liquor store. Okay, and I go, oh shit, okay. Like I took too much time, and I missed it. Obviously, I wasn't angry at him. It's like just seeing him let me know, alerted me to the fact that it's like I missed it. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna finish up undressing, and then we're gonna start loading up the fridge stuff. Take off this. Gonna get my flip phone. I'm a Christian from the video being persecuted. And there's a lot of satanic wicked cowards like Julie Bible Church and the Woods and Rafi and Arnold that participate in the tournament. Maybe they're worried about losing the comfort and comfortable lives and safety that the so young with us. So I'm a Christian talk video, always seek a persecution for called gang stalking. Gang stalking is real. And how they keep you from waking up to it is to have fake talk videos and fake websites like this info. Crazy talk about brain reading machines and satellites and the flat earth spatial deals to get you to think that, oh, this is a topic only crazy people believe. Okay. So gang stalk is real, most on like TSNR. And most of the time the crazy talk is the way we fake videos. Which is why you'll be able to tell the difference. Well, there's a lot of social programs like online that talk about direct energy workers and and other stuff. They don't hear me or an end of each so chicken klubbor, chicken clubs, 2 kilos of chicken clubs. Chicken is high quality protein. It's like it's quality protein. These are stored on the ICA meat. Thick hamburger, 4-pack. They're a lot thicker than 100 grams each. 600 grams, 150 grams each. This is chicken wings, 1 kilo. And I compartmentalize things, so sometimes I pack things where I put all the cleaning stuff, like the stuff that's going to go in the freezer and the fridge in a plastic bag together in the backpack. And when I come home, it's like this bag is what needs to go into the fridge. And it also stays cool longer because it's, if 2 lie together, they have heat. If 2 cold things are close to each other, then they cool longer. It's not going to the fridge, not the freezer. This is a kilo of Gouda cheese, sliced. The greatest things in sliced bread, sliced cheese. So yeah, there's Christian ministries that participate in the gang stalking program, probably for this gang stalking program. To the Bible Church, Rafi Arnold and Andy Woods. They told me for this gang stalking persecution approach means that they sellouts. Here's instant coffee, my favorite coffee. Nescafe Zero Espresso instant coffee. Current favorite coffee in the supermarket. I can find in the supermarket. All the ones I try. This is garlic, solo garlic. It's like a meatball of garlic. Less peeling per gram of garlic. So if you buy the cloves where you have like an orange or something like this, or a clementine, we have several other things. There's more peeling. I want 5 grams of garlic grated something. There's more time spent peeling to get the 5 grams from the other type of garlic. And this is just a ball of garlic. So I got to peel this, get a knife, cut the bottom, and then peel it like this. And it's less peeling time and easier to cook with it. And then here's a bag of red onions. 1 kilo Swedish ICA svensk rödlök 1 kilo från Sverige. So this is onions made in Sweden. Here you go. This is salt. I cook with that salt. I use it for mouthwash. And here's the adult beverage, which I bought a big thick sock for it to protect it from breaking. That's like with a thick sock. Not as if I go to the liquor store. I bring a big thick long sock, and then if I buy a glass bottle, slide it in there like this for shockproofing, and especially if I'm going shopping afterwards. And it might be other glass stuff going to the backpack or metal cans and stuff. I wouldn't want this to break inside the backpack, so less likely to break with this thick sock. So that's how I bring a sock with me in my backpack when I go shopping in the liquor store. And then as I'm packing it, put a sock on. It's less likely to break if I bump into something. So, and it worked. Okay? Like for example, if I would have this glass bottle whiskey, and then I'm shopping, I put a bottle of olive oil, or this that was in the backpack. See, a hard spice ginger. It's not impossible. As I'm walking, it can slam into each other and break. So here you go. Yeah, so I'm a gangster on the video, and the truth is the truth, and you reap what you sow. So God is with me. God can be for these people that are in the wrong. So I'm a Christian told video told with a secret persecution for me, called gangstalker, which means I'm a persecuted Christian. And I had things experientially that I've gone through that other Christians have to hear somebody else talk about some guy. Like being like dead in lion's den, for example, experiences. It was like being in the psych ward and the program that told me that we might murder if you go to psych ward, might unalive you there. Okay. Now I'm in the psych ward. Okay. Several situations like that. Being persecuted, physically taught by the persecution program. So they will do the Bible church in the woods and right thing Dawn, which are 3 persecutors, meaning Christian pastors that have told me for this persecution program called gang stalking, which shows they sell lots. Maybe it's like they want to sacrifice a child of God for their own safety and comfort. See? It's like we're cowards, and the deep state want us to start persecuting, help out to target a child of God, a brother in Christ, okay, if they're real Christians. Okay, I know why I am. And it's like, well, if I say no and don't submit to the deep state, I'm scared what they might do to me, and I might lose my safety and comfort. See, they will not endure. They rather endure the pleasure of sin for a season rather than endure afflictions as a personal God who's resisting. Shadow Mission Vertigo. But the deep state of Margo, you better stop, speak out about GameStop or else for this. Okay, I'm not listening to you. I'm gonna keep speaking out of this, and I believe God can keep me alive no matter how powerful my enemies are. If God wants me to stay alive, the deep state Illuminati, if they want to take me out and God wants to stay alive, I can stay alive, understand? So, the coffee. I also have this leftovers from yesterday. So I cooked for 2 days. So yesterday I ate half of this, yesterday night, and then put it in the fridge. So all I gotta do to heat this up is to put on the like level 1 heat with the lid on. Very simple. Okay. I trained so hard I caught a cold today. And it's not just a cold, it's that I have been taking liposomal vitamin C. I have been taking vitamin D3 for 3+ days. And I haven't been taking probiotics. There's a lot of supplements I take daily normally that I haven't been taking because I ran out. And I just made a new order. So it's being deficient in vitamin D and some other things, and then training hard. And if you train hard, that can actually suppress the immune system. It can weaken the immune system short term. If you exercise really hard, that's something that can decrease the immune system. So it's vitamin D deficiency coupled with too little vitamin D, too little vitamin C, and then exercising too hard. So a lot of people haven't trained hard enough ever in their life to where it's like they train so hard that they come down with a cold while training. Okay, like they exercise so hard, push to the limit to where the immune system breaks down. They train so hard that they come down with a cold while training, start coughing and stuff. So a lot of people haven't trained that hard ever in their whole life, or like where like they start warming and stuff like this. There's a lot of people that have never trained to an extreme level, push it to the limit to find out what the limit is. And there's some people who have trained hard enough to where they start warming during training or coughing Something like this. I'm not recommending that. You gotta do motherfucking disclaimer now. Nothing I've said in this person is to take his medical advice information. It's purely my personal belief and opinion. Not necessarily be taken as fact. Talk to the doctor for making change to diet, lifestyle, supplementation, and medication. So. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my flex first. And if you're a hater who's jealous and you don't like that, you feel like Tom Stegall, a narcissistic abuser, predator, who talks for the problem with passive aggressive narcissistic abuse tactics. If you're him, you can go, oh, it's if I end up looking too good now, you can go, it's AI, yeah, it's a go live from YouTube on my phone, and then somehow it's AI, so if I look too good, it's gotta be AI. Go the frontal. Cigar 6-pack too. And you whiny little beta haters can combine and cry and leave hated comments on this, and then sound down, and then I keep waiting for you hating on what I'm doing to affect me to the point where I stop doing what I'm doing, okay? Tom said God probably can't see his dick or his toes. Okay. Too bad. You're a beta bitch, Tom Segal. High estrogen, female hormone, low testosterone. Okay. So I feel almost bad for you and your wife. Now you deserve each other, okay? Only low status, low quality, worthless trash woman would pick a guy like Tom Segal, understand? And most likely she's got a high body count. The last two relationships I've been in, the woman had a 0 body count on there. Because I can have standards, because I'm attracted enough to be be picky. Like I'm looking for a woman who's up to my taste, my standards. I meant to settle for the average Swedish female who's hyper masculine, like the average American female is. Who's like hyper masculine in their energy persona, with a high body count, low femininity, high body count, high masculinity, and low attractiveness. Okay, so don't miss an opportunity to. Shots fired some shots at Tom Segal and do the Bible churches other people. So we have a war until death, understand, the Bible church. You started waging a war on me for this program that taught me in real life here in Sweden by flying monkeys in the flesh and online, like you do. You're part of the online tunnel for this persecution program. And you're waging a war on me. You work for opponents waging a war on me, a Christian warrior. A person is being persecuted. And since you're waging a war on me, we're in a war, understand? So I expect to be treated like an enemy and not like my best friend, okay? See? So for you, whatever, we gotta finish up. Let's go back to the video. And you better hope that these people are wrong, like your buddy Andy Woods, the sinner's prayer heretic. We're talking Breitbart is so that he's wrong on that. Because think about what you've been sold, work for a program harming my loved ones physically, communicating terroristic murder threats that are going to take out my loved ones, targeting me in ways to hurt my loved ones, targeting not only me, but my loved ones, women and my family. See, this program that you work for has targeted my family with physical violence, understand? And me physically, and work to harass my loved ones and stuff. So don't be surprised if God allows something like that to happen. I wouldn't count on God protecting you or your loved ones from harm. If somebody really wanted to hurt you and your loved ones, I wouldn't count on God protecting you, because you will be reap what you sow, understand? I wouldn't count on God protecting your loved ones if somebody was really out to hurt you and your loved ones through the Bible Church, Tom Segal and others. Or just, do you understand? Because you've been working for a program that's been targeting me and my loved ones. So, I'm going to finish up. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. What's a man sowed that will also reap. I'm not a little weak beta bitch like you, a little scared coward who submitted to the deep state because I'm a weak fucking pussy coward, Andy Woods, But I think going to the Bible church, you can start projecting by proxy by the way too. I understand that you don't like that. It's like, I mean, worst nightmare. It's like a guy who's kind of like a natural reproof. Where it's like, oh, he's a Christian boy, a David type, who won't submit like a little bitch to the deep state, evil, wicked people who do evil for them. He's got the courage to say no, understand, and resist the deep state, but use all that to favor. Like go after God's children, See? The world system, type of Egypt, Satan, type of Pharaoh. Oh, this is a program persecuting a Christian child of God, see? And it's a deep state. And you join to be like, yeah, go after God's child for me and persecute him. It's like, it's very disgusting. I guess you're cowards. You're scared to lose your comfort and safety. So you throw another Christian under the bus. Okay? Now, God's going to make sure that you reap what you sow, understand, sooner or later. Mark my words. It's been an email. So, in short, do the Bible church, Tom Segal and the other good Bible church leaders, they've told me for this gang soccer part with narcissistic always abuse tactics, including my limited community and veiled threats against me, narcissistic always abuse tactics like subtle devaluation, put downs, gaslighting, things like this, covert abuse. It's called narcissistic always abuse tactics. The Bible church, one of the churches have done that. But I think going in the woods. So I gotta finish up. You don't like it, I gotta keep talking about you. What are you gonna do about it? You should be happy just talking at this point. And then you have, okay, I gotta finish up.